Did you ever hear about the young boy who transformed into a hero overnight? That's right. I'm talking about David, the shepherd boy who became a legend by defeating the mighty Goliath. Let's journey back to the ancient hills of Israel, where mysteries unfold and destinies align. It was a radiant morning, with the sun casting its golden gaze over the valley of Elah. In the heart of this landscape, a tension-filled standoff was brewing between two mighty armies, the Israelites and the Philistines. Just imagine the air thick with anticipation and fear. For 40 days, the giant Goliath taunted the Israelites, a mountain of a man, standing over 9 feet tall, armored from head to toe, with a spear like a weaver's beam. But something supercharged was about to disrupt this stalemate. Enter David, the youngest son of Jesse, a Bethlehem shepherd, barely 17 but carrying a heart of faith and courage. His brothers were soldiers in King Saul's army, but David was simply a boy who tended sheep and played the harp. However, fate had a different tune in store that day. David had come to deliver food to his brothers when he heard Goliath's challenge. Most would have trembled, yet David felt something different stir within his soul. Something that told him this wasn't just about winning a battle, but showcasing the power of faith. Intrigued by this overwhelming giant, David approached his oldest brother. "Who is this Philistine?" he asked, "that he should defy the armies of the living God?" His brother scolded him for leaving the sheep, but David remained undeterred. He turned, walking through the scarred void of hesitation where even the bravest trembled. He found himself standing before King Saul. "Let no man's heart fail because of him. Your servant will go and fight with this Philistine," David declared. Saul, bewildered by this audacity, gauged him. "You are not able. You're but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth." David recounted tales of slaying lions and bears that threatened his flock. Therefore, if nature's fiercest predators could fall, so could Goliath. Saul finally relented. He offered David his own armor. A royal gift indeed, yet weighing David down with inexperience. Throwing aside the armor, David chose instead his trustiest sling and 5 smooth stones from a nearby brook. An arsenal, scholars wrote, would only leave others defenseless. Why 5 stones? You see, perhaps David knew that victory didn't lie in armory but in faith. Here, a secret lay hidden for those with eyes to see. Whether 1 stone or 5, it was faith behind the swing that would bring Goliath down. And so, David stood on the battlefield. The eyes of 2 armies didn't just watch, but burned into him. Before them, 2 worlds prepared to clash. Goliath towered over David, his voice a blast of thunder as he cursed him by his gods. But David, neither terrified nor hesitant, replied, "You come to me with a sword, spear, and javelin, but I come in the name of the Lord. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand." Then came the miraculous moment seared eternally into history, the swing of a sling. As Goliath advanced, David ran toward him. He swung his sling with precision honed over years of defending sheep, and a single stone left it with purpose. Time seemed to slow. The stone struck Goliath on the forehead, embedding with such force that the giant fell forward face down. Silence ensued before erupting into a roar from the Israelites. And so David, the boy shepherd who became a king, taught the world that no giant is too big. Therefore, with faith, any obstacle can be overcome. His victory wasn't merely a physical conquest, but a testament about the strength of faith, a story for the ages, a tale of courage echoing through time. In a world where giants of doubt and despair threaten our every step, remember the valley where David fought. Indeed, the truest battles of life are won within, where faith conquers fear and turns shepherds into kings.